Alright, hey everyone, Anissa here, and I'm here to do a quick update because this was a subscriber requested video for my Misha wig. So first and foremost, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to hang out with you all again. If you're new to the channel, you know that red button down there? It says subscribe and there's a bell by it. Let's hit both of those right now, both of them. Subscribe and hit the bell. That way you're now part of the tribe. Welcome, we're happy to have you, and you will know about when I upload. That's super important because I want you all as my subscribers, as a part of this subscriber tribe, to know first when I upload. All right, now let's hop into why I'm making this video. Alright, so I had a wonderful subscriber, Danielle, ask if I could make a update on the unit. So I want to make sure I'm going to talk about the points that she requested, of course, because she wants to know like how long it lasted, how often I wore it, etc. So I'm going to give you that rundown right now. I did just take it out of the package. I did not keep any of like the stuffing in the wig. I literally did like the hairnet in this because I put my wigs in a like kind of try to do like space saving. I have like a 1-bedroom apartment, so space is important. But this is her just out of the bag. I kind of just do the net over it, just kind of tuck her as neatly as possible and store her in a bag and then lay it flat in my little storage box. Now the way I would judge her back into place is just getting kind of a large paddle brush, and what I personally like to do is just to grab the ends right here because there was a little bit of like just tangling. I expected it, and just gently like just brush it into place, which one thing I want you to note is once I brush it back into place, it's still very smooth. It's held up pretty well. Before I get it on, I'm going to answer questions like, so how long did I wear it? I want to say I wore this wig for about 2 weeks. Reason why I kind of know it is I wore it right before Hurricane Irma hit Florida and afterwards, and when the hurricane was here we were without power, so I did not wear her and sweat in her. I stored her away and just had my hair in braids. True story. So about all of 2 weeks. I really kind of had a lot of wigs at that moment, so I was kind of just whipping through the wigs. I wasn't exactly wearing one from beginning to end. I think I popped her on in the meantime for dinner for one night, so she didn't get that heavy of use. Now I do take my wigs off when I go to sleep. I try not to sleep in them. I have slept in a few wigs. I'm human, get a little lazy, but that is how long I wore Miss Misha. Now, one thing I talked about in the initial wig review was shedding and just kind of getting her brushed into place. She did shed a few strands. Still nothing egregious. The hair is still nicely intact and able to be worn. It's not like it's got bald spots in it. But again, I just want you to note that this unit does tend to shed a few hairs. I'm going to take this wig off and pop Misha back on so we can take a look at her now that she's been in my collection for a little bit. Alright, so this is Miss Misha back on. It's definitely like kind of weird to me that this is like so much darker now than unit colors I've worn like kind of recently, because I bought this kind of step out of that comfort zone of wearing darker units and get into like some ashy blonde tones. So it's still definitely true with the color, still looks really nice and vibrant. The lighting I had in that video that when I originally uploaded this unit is a little different, but in all honesty, like again, it's still like a nice cool tone ashy blonde to it. Now one thing I have noticed is that your ends, and this happens to me with a lot of synthetic units, it can get a little scruffy. Something like this, you would just, because it's a straight unit, it's pretty easy to maintain. I usually just go through it with like the flat iron on like maybe like 300, and then it kind of smooths it back into place. But that did happen with this unit, so it got a little bit rougher at the ends. If you can see up close, nothing too crazy. But just a little bit, like I can feel it. The unit definitely still at the top, nice and silky. Now this part I did goof myself because I was trying to like kind of make some feathered out framing bangs to kind of frame up the face a little bit more, because it was it's like very straight, and I personally like a little bit of feathering and layers around the face to frame it up. Other than that, she's still in pretty good shape. She could definitely get another good 2 weeks of consistent wear out of her, I would say. Just in my experience of wearing synthetic units, like you can get a month out of it. After that, they do tend to need a little more love and care and TLC, but she's still looking kind of cute. She may go for another spin soon. You may see her on the gram. All right, so to follow up with my pros and cons that I originally had in the original video, I still think like the wefts are buckling on this unit. I can feel it. However, again, it's not that problematic to me, and it still does shed. So that is the nature of this wig. It will have some shedding to it. Nothing detrimental that is just like, it just feels like the wig is just coming undone. But just to note, like while you're doing like your upkeep and maintenance of this unit, it will have some shedding to it. As for, again, what I love about it, the color. I still love the color. I think it's really great. I still, like here, like the root is like a dark 2. I love like a 1B root, to be completely honest. But it's not that bad. It's not that difficult to deal with. It's just a great wig. I think, in all honesty, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say this is a 7. 7, again, to me is a very fair rating of, I think this is something fun to try if you're trying to get into lighter hair colors and experiment with those blondes. This is great because it's like a cool tone, not too bright, not too dark. You'll feel that change, but it's nothing too drastic that will take you automatically to like a 6'10", you know? So keep that in mind if you're thinking about purchasing this unit and looking for it. I don't know where it is currently listed for sale. If I find it, I'll drop that link down below, of course, to take care of you all. And all in all, nothing dramatically has changed with this unit. Like I said, this is how this unit looks after about 2 weeks of wear. So not too shabby at all. I hope you all found this informative. I hope you enjoyed this like update video. I could still keep doing these about other wigs. I've gotten a lot of love on this wig, probably like 27,000 views. Like, holy crap. And so many likes. I did get a couple dislikes, but I mean, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, it's okay. Thank you again for all the love that you all have shown me at this channel, the content that I'm putting out. Hope you did hit subscribe. I'm kind of judging you if you didn't, but maybe you'll come along and join the tribe. As always, I'm so grateful for building this with you all. I'm looking forward to continuing this journey. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch you all in my next video. Oh, also check out the original video. I'm gonna link it somewhere on here.